Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is the 25th of July. It is Monday, 2022. So before I get going in this video, I just wanted to remind everybody I will be live streaming for my hardcore preppers tonight at 8 p.m. So we'll get back on a normal schedule. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a very interesting weekend. But it was good. It was fun. I had a good time. So, uh, anyway, but much cooler up here today, which is awesome. It was like ridiculously hot in Baltimore. But it was, like I said, I had a good time reconnecting with a friend. Like I said, we've been friends for 25 years, and I hadn't seen him in like 8 years. So I first see him, and I go, man, there's a lot more white in your beard. He goes, yours too. I said, no kidding. Oh, too funny. But yeah, so that's kind of that. But I hope, like I said, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you guys like I said, I hope you had a good weekend. You know, it's funny. One of the things, and this is what I kind of wanted to talk about in this video. There's a lot of very unhappy people out there. A lot. And it is amazing to me. You know, we have been so, as a society, have been so caught up for so long with, here's the Joneses, and we all have to strive to be like the Joneses. And in reality, we don't. And what is happiness, realistically? I mean, it's just, you know, what makes you happy? Does money sure doesn't make you happy, because we see all these people with money and they're miserable. You know, I think that, to me, just kind of my own philosophy, if you will. When I remember as a young man trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and you have to find what you like, what makes you happy. Being in a job that you hate, that you cannot stand for 20 or 30 years, and you're miserable the entire time, you end up taking that misery and that, dissatisfaction out on everyone around you and all those type of things. And so, to me, like I said, you have to find your passion, what gives you joy. And for me, for a long time, that was nursing. When I got into nursing, I knew I loved nursing. I love taking care of people. I miss that aspect of it. I will be honest with you. And and I haven't decided yet, but I may, on a part-time basis, a couple days a week maybe, go back and work. Never, I'll tell you right now, never in a nursing home setting again, never in a hospital setting, but, maybe some home care or something to that effect, where I can go ahead and do some one-on-one care with somebody, and give somebody a better quality of life type of thing. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I have to figure all those things out. But anyway, so these are we, like I said, we have to find our joy. And when I got into YouTube and I started doing YouTube and making videos, and I found that I really enjoyed it, and I love interacting with people and trying to help people. And again, back to helping people, doing something positive, doing something that I feel makes a difference. And so that's a big thing for me, is making that impactful difference in somebody's life. And I think that is important. That's just kind of where I'm at with that. And so, anyway, we all have to find that. And if you don't, you're fooling yourself. If you are not satisfied with where you're at, I needed to get away this weekend. It was very much needed. Now, I couldn't afford to get away this weekend, but I did it anyway. But life is so short, and I just needed a break. I was, frustrated, stressed, I guess, if you will, mental blocks, the whole 9 yards. And, you know, it just, there was a lot going on. But I just think that, like I said, if you find something that gives you joy and something that gives you pleasure, and I'll tell you what, like the property in West Virginia, I absolutely love the property in West Virginia. There's a lot of work to be done down in West Virginia, which, you know, I get it. I understand there is, but that's okay. You know, and I'll get there, and it's gonna take some time, and that's it. It's just gonna take some time, but that's okay. You know, it'll happen. It'll come together, and we'll get it done. And you know, in the long run, excuse me. You know, it'll be well worth it. You know, everything that I'm doing down there, and you know, like I said, peace of mind, and being someplace where, you know, it's just going to be, it's just a better overall situation. I've just had enough of New York. I just really have. And so, you know, when I'm here, it doesn't feel like home anymore, if that makes any sense, even though, you know, my sister's here, my daughter's here, you know, and it just doesn't feel the same. But, you know, we just have to, like I said, we have to do what is best. And, like I said, find your joy. Find what drives you, what gives you passion. Because I'll tell you what, chasing that brass ring all the time, that's not what it's about. It's laughing with friends, you know, and reminiscing of old times, and you know, trying to enjoy your life. Because we're all on the same journey. We are all on the same journey, and it all ends the same way. We all do it alone. At the end, you die alone, period. I don't care if you're surrounded by people you love or you're not surrounded by people you love. We all die alone. And, you know, there's no way out of that journey. But, you know, it's all about, you know, how we live our lives, the impact we have on people, you know, and what kind of, you know, message do we want to send. And you know, my thing too is, like I was talking about, so many unhappy people, and I just think people are lost. I honestly do. A lot of people, I think, are lost. And so, what do you want to do about that? What do you need to do to change your situation to make it better, so you're not lost anymore? And I think, like I said, a lot of people are just so lost, and they don't know what to do or where to go or how to even go about it. And I think that that's kind of sad, you know, because they're being told, you need to do this. This is what you need to do to make you happy. I'm going to tell you right now, every one of us has a completely different thing that is going to make us happy. I'm going to tell you what, you want to talk about, I'll give you some joy and some love right here, okay? This little girl who was dumped off by somebody, and she was a baby, and she was pregnant. She is the sweetest cat, and all she does, you know, I mean, she just loves me without question. This young man up here, Mr. Max, same thing. This cat loves me without question. If I'm home, that cat is with me. He's in, you know, in my bed, sleeping. He is a very awesome, loyal cat, and he's just a good cat. And you know, that's simple, right there. That's simple. Simple joy, simple love, no expectations. Doesn't expect anything, doesn't want anything other than your love. And why can't we be like that? Why can't we treat people the way that we want to be treated? Why can't we be nice? We were at an IHOP having, well, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an example of two different things. So we go to the first IHOP, and so the girl comes up to the counter, and this is kind of what I mean. So the girl comes up to the counter, and the place wasn't that busy. First of all, let me just put it like that. And she goes, "Oh, well, you guys are going to have to wait," she said, "because all the servers are getting ready to leave," which I know is complete and utter BS, because they don't all leave at the same time, number one. And she said, "So you're going to have to hold on a second," and then she disappears. And we're looking around, and I said to Steve, "Is there another IHOP that we can go to?" He goes, "Yeah, we were going to go to the other one, but this one was closer." I said, "Let's just go to the other one." He's like, "Okay." When we walked out and around the back to go back to our vehicle, that girl was outside smoking a cigarette. Now here was going to make us stand there and wait because for whatever reason, right? And I thought, what an a-hole. You know, treating somebody like that and be like, nope, you're going to have to wait. I'm not going to sit you anywhere. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to take my break and have you standing there waiting for me to come back. You know, I'm like, what is up with that, right? So we left that one. We went to the second IHOP, and the second IHOP was amazing. We walked in. They're like, yep, sure, hold on. We'll get you seated right away. Our waitress, she was fantastic. Actually, one of the better waitresses that I've had wait on me in a while. And I made sure she knew it, and she got tipped out accordingly. You know, to me, that's important. Service, you know, if you, as a former waiter, you know, I have certain expectations because I know how I would want to be waited on, and that's how I waited on people. And, you know, her and I had a good conversation, and it was really cool because I could relate to a lot of the issues that she dealt with as a server because I've been there, done it. You know, I haven't worked as a waiter in eons, but I remember what it was like, you know, so it was actually pretty cool. And she was a really nice girl, and she goes, yeah, well, you know, this is a temporary thing. I said, yeah, but the cool thing about waiting tables, I said, you got money in your pocket every day. She goes, yeah, you're right there. And it is. It's just it can be a good gig. Now, of course, now you got to deal with clowns and stupid people occasionally. Disrespectful people, people that feel like they can treat you like dirt because you're in the service industry and you're waiting on them. And why would you want to, like I said, I don't get that, why people would treat each other that way, but that's just me. But anyway, so I'm back, I'm being all philosophical today, and I just, I wanted to let you know that I'm happy to be back on YouTube, and I just needed that little break, and it was nice. And not to have to think about anything and just kind of go and enjoy a few days with some friends. And it was really, really enjoyable, and I had a good time doing it. And so now we're back, and we'll get back on track. All right? I hope you all have a great day. Remember, we're all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity. You coming, Max? And you're going to be just fine. Alright? I will see you all later. I'll do another video for you guys at 7. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.